Peculiar's pepper soup revenge. In a big city named Edo lived a young lady named Peculiar who poisoned her boyfriend and 4 others. Peculiar is the only child of her mother, and ever since she was a little baby, she has been living with her grandmother in the village. Her grandma sells charcoal to the villagers, and this is where they get money to fend for themselves. Peculiar loves her grandma so much, she promised herself ever since she was little that she would take care of her grandma, and she took school seriously. Being a very fashionable person, Peculiar's grandma gives her money to buy herself dresses, shoes and bags so she can look good and take beautiful pictures. Peculiar and her grandma had the most beautiful bond that made others jealous until Peculiar graduated from secondary school and started attending JAMB classes. It was good news for Peculiar and her grandma that she passed our WAEC and they celebrated. And now Peculiar only has to pass a JAMB and get admitted into university. She started attending JAMB classes and she fell in love with Raymond, a 21 years old student who is also in our JAMB class. It was love at first sight, yeah. Peculiar tried to suppress her feelings for Raymond, but it didn't work. She was very much in love with him. They became friends and eventually Raymond asked her out and they started dating. When they started dating, Raymond would get Peculiar everything she wanted and more. He would get matching outfits, they would go on expensive dates, he got her the latest iPhone, it spoiled her crazy, and her grandma started getting worried. Peculiar is too little for all this, her grandma would always say, but Peculiar would always reassure her grandma that it is nothing and she's a smart girl. Peculiar and Raymond continued doing couple goals all around the city, pressurizing the singles. They became the couple with the most expensive lifestyle. They even got an award in a party. Everything was so sweet until Raymond went broke. The expensive lifestyle was gone. The matching outfits and dates, everything was gone. And in order to maintain their status, Raymond begged Peculiar to steal from her old grandma for him. Peculiar was stuck. She didn't want to, and also she didn't want to betray her boyfriend. She went ahead and stole from her grandma. She started stealing from her every time. Her grandma noticed, but she didn't talk. But one day, Peculiar stole a huge amount meant for her university tuition fee. Her grandma couldn't take it anymore and scolded her. It was the first time her grandma would scold her. She was hot and decided not to steal from her grandma again. But still, Raymond was still broke. It was going to a year plus and he was still broke, and Peculiar stayed with him. Peculiar thought long and hard and took Raymond to her grandma's friend who is a traditionalist. The man made a sacrifice for Raymond and said it can only be carried by a female. The only female there was Peculiar. She was scared, but Raymond promised her heaven and earth and she carried the sacrifice. Few weeks later, Raymond got back on his feet and continued his lavish lifestyle. At first, he was loyal to Peculiar. He got her a lot of expensive things and even refunded the money she stole from her grandma. But Peculiar started worrying when she noticed people on the street laugh at her whenever she passed by. Her boyfriend's friend would always shout, our wife, but for some reason it wasn't genuine. Peculiar was confused. One day, Peculiar went to Raymond's house and met a pretty girl over there watching TV. She asked Raymond who she is and he said that is his sister. Peculiar didn't see any resemblance, but she kept quiet and treated the lady so well. Another time, Peculiar met another lady in Raymond's house, and this time she is his bestie. This was going on for a long time. Raymond would bring different girls to the house and lie to Peculiar every time until Peculiar caught Raymond and the girl he called the sister doing the do. She broke down and started crying. An angry Raymond sent Peculiar out of his house even though he is at fault here. He broke up with her. She cried and cried, begged him, told his friends to beg him, but he didn't listen. She left him, and after so many weeks, Raymond called Peculiar, apologizing to her for how he treated her and asked if she could come over. Peculiar happily accepted the offer and headed to Raymond's house with a plan in her mind. Let's watch out for the next part of this story. Please guys, do not forget to like this video. Tell me what you feel about this story in the comment section. I'll make sure to reply everyone. Please do not forget to repost this video, share to your friends, add to your favorite. Thank you so much. Please like this video for part 2.